The Occupy Oakland movement remains strong despite aggressive attempts by police to shut the protest down. Officers fired repeated tear gas rounds into a crowd of protesters, hitting 24-year-old Scott Olsen in the head. The former Marine had returned home after serving 2 tours in Iraq. Scott sustained a skull fracture from a police projectile while participating in an Occupy Oakland protest. Since that violent encounter, friends and family have remained in vigil at this Oakland-area hospital. Hospital officials say Olsen's condition has been upgraded from critical to fair. However, he remains unable to speak because of the injuries he suffered. But others who were injured that night by police are demanding something be done.
I just feel like this is, chemical warfare on our own citizens.
Dane Kingsley is one of the hundreds of protesters involved in the tense standoff with police. Kingsley says he is still recovering from his injuries caused by police tear gas. He says he was surprised at the way officers decided to handle the situation, even after Olsen suffered his injuries.
While people were trying to help Scott, a flash grenade was thrown into the crowd. I mean, it was vicious, and I've been suffering. I've never been tear gassed before in my life.
The violent altercation followed a decision from city officials to close the encampment. Protesters refused to leave, which is when officers deployed the tear gas. Demonstrators say the tactics showed a blatant disregard for their safety.
Very excessive force. It doesn't make sense. I mean, here we are touting ourselves a democracy where we can, peaceful assembly and all that, and that's why we have the tents back.
Several dozen tents have already been set up, and protesters expect the movement to be just as large, if not larger, than it was before. They say they're ready for whatever action the police decide to try next.
We're here to stay. The more violence you use against us, the more you embolden our cause, and I'm here for a peaceful protest.
Oakland city officials were unavailable to comment. Mayor Jean Quan did reportedly visit Olsen in the hospital to apologize for the violence and to assure him that it would be investigated. Ross Frazier, Press TV, Oakland.